Shalom. This is Brother Napathalia.
Brother Kalab.
And we're from the Dallas camp, GMS Dallas camp. And first of all, we give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at GMS. And I want to give a special shout out to any of those brothers out there that's kicking the truth and sincerity. We got Brother Tazamah behind the camera. And right now, in my spirit, it's important for us to glorify Yahweh Shah. And the best way we can do that is studying through these scriptures. So we got to study to show ourselves approved. 2 Timothy 2 and 15. We got to study to show ourselves approved because that's how we learn about Yahweh Shah, and that's how we learn who we are as a people. And we go back to the law, statutes, and commandments so we can learn how to live righteously. So go ahead and bring that out, brother.
This is 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High.
Study to show yourself approved against the Most High. So you're trying to prove to Yahweh that you belong and have a spot on the chariots. So you study every day. You study in your leisure. You study anytime you get a chance. You in this work. Now you're supposed to have a due balance, but having balance is not 50-50. Having a balance is meaning that you putting this work, putting this word, putting this truth in front of anything else in your life. You know what I'm saying? Keep on that.
People show diligence doing everything else. Like you gotta get up in the morning, work out for 3 hours, to get their body right. So they stay up all night to meal prep. But when it comes down to showing diligence to the Most High, they say all He knows our hearts. But this tells you to study the Word to show thyself approved.
Exactly, and that brother's right because a lot of people it's about where you put your time at. Because at the end of the day, time is the most valuable thing that you have. Because you put your time in trying to make money. You put your time in trying to become a good basketball player. Because how you get better at something, you practicing it. And you got to use time to practice things. So you're trying to putting your time into these scriptures. That's the just balance of the Most High. And but at the end of the day, the Most High has to be putting that spirit upon you for you to have an understanding of the word. And for you to be in these scriptures every day. The Most High has to be dealing with you. Go ahead and finish that.
We'll start off with 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High. And workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Exactly. So that means you applying these scriptures to your daily life. That means that you're not ashamed to live the ordinances of the Most High. That means you're not putting man before Christ, before Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Because this truth is our law, statutes, and commandments. This is our life. So we're supposed to apply this to our everyday life. We're not supposed to eschew it for our mamas or our dads. People are going to disapprove at the end of the day because the Lord's not dealing with everybody. But it's important for us to continue to push His word out, continue to apply this to our everyday lives. If you can, you got what was you finna bring out?
2 Peter 1 and 10.
Go ahead.
Wherefore thee rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, you read because you want to be a chosen part. You want to be a chosen part of the Most High's plan. You want to be a part of those elected men. You want to make your election sure. And the word sure means assured. It means it's right there. It means I'm trying to think.
You got the word assurance or insurance. When you have insurance or something, if something was to break with that insurance, you know that you can get it replaced with the equal or better value or something.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that brother know all about insurance. He worked for he said warranty, so that brother know everything about insurance. But he's right though. It's a guarantee. It's a cover. So you study to make sure that you're part of that elect. Now ultimately at the end of the day, you also got to have faith established with those words. But studying this word means you're applying it to your everyday life, and that you're studying so you can use that experience in order to put that towards your daily life so that you can live in righteous ways. Keep on that.
For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail.
Exactly. Actually, go to Joshua 1 and 8. Exactly. So if you apply these scriptures, you can't go wrong. Because if you follow in the ways of man, that's going to lead to sure destruction because the wages of sin is death. And that's actually in 1 John 3 and 8. Let me go ahead and get there real quick. Actually, you can get 1 John 3 and 8 for me real quick. I'll get Joshua.
Okay, 1 John 3 and 8. He that committeth sin is of the devil.
Exactly. He that committed sin is the devil. You know what I'm saying? So that means you're going against the Most High. And going against the Most High is a sure way to die. That's why 2/3 of our people has to die. That's why only 1/3 and 144 men are going to be saved, because the rest of the world is going against the Most High. They're going against the ordinances. They're worshiping false gods. You know, you just got the bill passed for homosexuality. You know, they're messing up the food. They're trying to make our people going off. They're establishing churches and predominantly Jake neighborhoods, you know, to throw our people off from where we really are. We're turning our people into bastards. You know what I'm saying? Because our people don't know the ordinances. They think they know. Our people know that they think they know, but our people have the zeal of the Most High, but they don't. We're not according to knowledge. Exactly.
Romans 10 and 2.
That's wrong. Actually, we'll bring that out later. Let me go ahead and bring out this Joshua 1 and 8 real quick. 1 and 7. And then, could you hold Isaiah? You can go ahead and get Isaiah 8:20. Okay, this is Joshua 1 and 7. Only be thou strong and be very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law. And he says you have to be strong and very courageous, because everybody around you is dealing in wickedness. So it's real hard. That peer pressure starts to kick in. So it's real hard for you to stick to these scriptures. It's real hard for you to try to live out these scriptures because you're so entangled into the world. But it says in James 4 and 4, enmity, a relationship with the world is an enmity with the Most High, which means a hateful relationship. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get yourself out of this world, and you got to be courageous, and you have to be strong in order to follow these laws, because it says also in James 1 and 20 that you're going to fall into diverse temptations. So that means you're going to be tempted to things of this world. So you got to continue to stay in the spirit, and stay in these scriptures in order to live out the law. You got to study to show thyself approved. You got to also apply the knowledge to your everyday life. Which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. So that means if you're following the law, that's a sure way that you're going to stay on track, that you're going to stay on the path. If you're continuing to stay in this word, and you continue to try to live out the laws of the Most High and try to apply it to your daily life. Now, are we going to be able to follow everything? No, because we're spiritually in Sodom and Gomorrah. We're spiritually in bondage right now. People are on a lower state. So, you know, the world's ran by the white man, so we're not going to be able to follow everything to the best of our ability. But if you go to Judges 5 and 11, it says, rehearse the righteous acts. You know, because we're trying to get ourselves approved. We're trying to study to show ourselves approved. We're trying to get right for when the Most High comes back. Because we don't want to be a part of destruction. We want to be able to get beamed up in those chariots and be kings and be rulers. You know, we're trying to have a rulership mentality, and that all starts with going through the scriptures.
That's right.
And then you got what I said. Yeah.
It was just a 5.3 magnitude earthquake in Mexico. It was just an earthquake in Mexico.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, so that's another thing, bro. I'm glad you said that, because a lot of things are going down right now that's fulfilling the prophecy. The Most High is really ramping the times up, because if you were looking at the news, Iraq said the alternative to a deal is war. You know, so that goes to show you that that Matthew 24, there are going to be rumors of wars. You know, so they're saying they're already putting war on the table. So we got to be prepared for what's going on, because it's already proven that they have weapons, that warheads, nukes, and they're ready to bring them on America. You know, we also China money, and China probably in October is going to be asking for them. They're going to be knocking at the U.S.'s door trying to get their money. And that money that we have, that Federal Reserve note, ain't worth shit. You know, the real money is in the gold and the silver.
I got to read something.
Go ahead.
It said, this is Revelations 1 and 3. Blessed he that readeth, and they that hear the words of the prophecies, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Exactly. So if you're reading, you're following the laws, and you're trying to keep the commandments to the best of your ability, the Most High is going to bless you. Why? Because you're rehearsing in the righteous acts, and you're studying to show yourself approved. You're trying to make your calling and election sure. Because if you go to Hebrews 2 and 1, because we're at a real crucial time right now. And that's why brothers got to get on it. Brothers got to stay on it. Because, man, if you get caught slipping, man, you never know when the Lord is going to come back. You never know when war is going to start. Because he said he's going to come like a thief in the night. Go ahead and bring that.
Hebrews 2 and 1. Therefore we are to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest we should let them slip.
Exactly. So you better not get caught slipping. We gotta stay in the scriptures. We gotta stay in this road, man. We gotta stay in this comforter, man. We gotta keep ourselves wrapped in this comforter, man. Because right now we ain't got time to slip. I know every brother's got certain demons that they dealing with, but we gotta fight, man. It's a spiritual warfare out here, man. We gotta fight. We gotta fight ourselves first and foremost, man, because that's our biggest enemies, is ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because you always having thoughts in your head. You may be studying, and you may, like with me, when I study a lot, I get sleepy. But at the end of the day, I know that's just the demon that's trying to get me to go off, and I gotta rebuke that demon. You know, you gotta rebuke those demons off of you. You gotta know how to rebuke. You gotta know how to, pray to the Most High that He remove those spirits out your head, remove those evil spirits out your head.
You want 80-20? Isaiah 80-20?
Yeah, go ahead, bring it up.
This is Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Exactly. You don't want to end up. You don't want to be lightless, man. You want to have that light established in you, because I think isn't it? No, actually, I'm not going to even go into that. But you want to keep that light in you, because you want to be able, when the Most High comes back, He's looking for the best of the best. Like I remember, I bought out a camp back in like a couple months ago. I was saying that when Team USA they try out to go against the rest of the world, they're trying to get the best of the best. They're not trying to get scraps, man. They're not trying to get anybody from the D-League. They're not trying to get nobody from the 76ers, man. They're trying to get all-stars, man. They're trying to get the top notch, you know what I'm saying? They knocking at LeBron James' door first before anybody. They knocking at Kevin Durant door. They texting them first, seeing if they're going to be on the team. Because he's looking for the best of the best. He's not looking for somebody that does it occasionally. You know, he's looking for somebody that's being diligent, trying to put in that work, so he can raise up the right men, because we're going to be rulers, so we got to have a righteous mentality. We got to be in the right minds, because we're going to be rulers over people. And we're going to govern over millions of people, so we got to be in the right mindset for that. We got to get prepared for the times, especially because, like I said, the times are really ramping up, and we just got to be on point, man, because you don't want to get caught slipping, as it said in Hebrews 2:1. Keep going. You have a different, you have precept. Hey, go ahead.
This is Hebrews 2:2. For if the word spoken by angels was steadfast, and every transgression and disobedience received a just recompense of reward.
Exactly, man. So you gotta reap what you sow. So if you putting in the work, your righteous reward might be a spot on the chariots, or you might be saved from that destruction. But if you're going off and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna get caught slipping. You're gonna end up in that destruction. Go ahead and get me Isaiah. Did you get Isaiah 34:16 already?
No, you can.
Okay. This give me Isaiah 34:16. We'll end off on that.
Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Exactly. Read. You gotta study to know what's going on, because you don't want to be unlearned in these times, man. Because you see, right now we're on the cusp of these race wars, man. They're trying to take us out. So you gotta be ready. You gotta be alert. There's a saying that they used to say in jail, you gotta keep your gym shoes on. You gotta always keep your gym shoes on. You can't get caught slipping out here. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get caught slipping, man, it's a heavy price to pay. You don't want to have to pay that tab, man. You want to go ahead and study. Go ahead and set your things. Actually, get that Colossians 3:13, and we're gonna end it off on that.
Colossians 3:13. Forbearing one another.
Actually, it's a lot. Colossians 3:2. Actually, you can start at 3:1.
Colossians 3:1. If ye then be risen with a Mashiach, seek those things which are above.
Exactly. Seek the things which are above. You got to seek the things above and not the things on earth. So you got to stay in these scriptures. You got to continue to be in these scriptures. You got to study them. You got to do it in your leisure. You got to try to apply them to your everyday life, because the times are at hand. And with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Again, double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS, and salutations to all the brothers out there kicking the truth. Shalom.